Hi lovelies, me again. Please excuse this disaster behind me. My boyfriend and I closed on our house last Friday, so we've been in the process of packing up our crap and uh, slowly, doing some tender love and care to the house that we bought before we move in. So right now, everything is kind of in flux. We have a lot of stuff in boxes and a lot of stuff just chilling around. So you'll have to really excuse the mess in this video. And I probably say that every video, but I promise you that like maybe in a couple of weeks, I'll be in my new room and I'll have a clean place to play. So just bear with me, and I promise it won't be this gross moving forward. In this installment of Confessions of a Heathen Witch, I want to talk about something that probably should have been my first video because it is what I am most guilty of, and that is being jealous of other spiritual people, whether it's pagans, witches, crystal healers. It doesn't really matter what facet that they are coming from. I've just developed, I don't want to say extreme jealousy, but I've developed enough jealousy towards these people that I've begun to notice how jealous I am of them. So I wanted to call myself out on it before it got any worse. I also wrote exactly what I've established I am jealous of down in hopes of not rambling in this video. So here we go. 1. I'm jealous of those who have been established in their craft for years. Everybody says, and I also tell people this, that when you're new, the most exciting part of getting there is the practicing, is the learning, is the failing, is just trial and error. And everybody says that, and I agree that that is a very important process. You need to learn, you need to fail, you need to find what works for you. But I really don't feel like going through that whole process. I'm jealous of those people who are so comfortable with themselves and with their craft that they don't have to question themselves. They don't need to ask, am I doing this right? They don't need to reference a book. And that's the level that I want to be at. I don't need to be the master of the universe, and by no means am I saying that I don't like where I am right now. I feel very content with where I am right now. But I constantly want to be at that level where I don't need to keep asking myself, what now? What am I doing? I'm jealous of those who happened to be raised into the craft, meaning that their mother was a witch, their grandmother, their great-grandmother, somewhere in their family bloodline, someone was a practicing witch. And that, I'm jealous of that because that means that the tradition is there, it's embedded in them, and it's taught to you at a young age. I didn't find out until I was 24 years old that I wanted to follow a pagan path, and I'm jealous of those who were kind of introduced to it as a child, because learning and establishing certain skills must have been so much easier than it is for someone like me who is so ingrained in one way of thinking because how I was raised that it's hard for me to shut that switch off and think in a completely different way. I'm jealous of those who have a closer relationship with or have a better means of communication with their deities, whether it is the mother goddess, whether they follow a certain pantheon, it doesn't really matter. Those people who can sit and meditate and, hear their gods or goddesses speak to them or feel them or sense them or anything like that, I am jealous of those people. I sit and I guess I almost try too hard because I get frustrated with myself when I hear nothing, when I feel nothing, and I think it's because I'm expecting too much to happen, so therefore it doesn't, or I'm losing sight of the smaller, subtle hints. And so for those people who make it seem like, and that could be exactly what it is, they're making it seem like it's easy for them, but for those who seem to have such ease with communicating with energy and things like that, I'm envious of them, because for me it's like I'm a bull in a china shop. I don't even know where to start. I'm jealous of people who can actually sit and meditate. As dumb as that sounds, it's 100% truth. I sit, I zen, I ground and center myself. I focus on everything and nothing, and just when I think I'm starting to get the hang of it, I'm feeling myself relax and calm down, and my mind is void of all thought, that little naggy, did I pay my bills? Why is my check engine light on in my car? Did the dogs eat today? Have I called my mother? Things like that I probably haven't even thought about all day start entering my brain, and I can't shut my own mind up. And I'm jealous of people who can sit and meditate for hours and just come to feeling completely enlightened, whereas I come out of it feeling stressed and discouraged because I can't shut my mind up. And again, I know it's a matter of practice makes perfect, but it's very discouraging for me, and when I get discouraged, I stop trying, which is another bad habit. It's very discouraging for me because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm trying to learn by myself, so it's frustrating, point blank. Lastly, I am jealous of those who have natural psychic abilities. Who have a natural, who are very in touch with their intuitive side. I don't, as far as I know, I don't know, I have no knowledge of any ability that I may have. I, as a young child, might have, I don't know, but I know that my imagination was kind of trained to not run wild as a kid. I was always taught to focus on school and, focus on what's important and not, it's not that my family quelched my imagination and my creativity. They always were very supportive of that, but because of the pressures put on me by my peers and my teachers and everybody, I kind of shut my own creativity down. And now that I'm trying to really develop those skills again as an adult, I find it difficult. Again, it could be, because of focusing on things, and I'm expecting too much to happen too quick. So anyway, this is my jealousy video. You now all know. It's a good thing I don't believe in sin, because if I did, I'm on the shoot straight down, because, you're not, I envy everybody in the craft, and I know I'll get there one day. I know that one day I will be to the point where I will be maybe, hopefully, helping other new people learn the ropes, and hopefully one day I will not have to reference my Book of Shadows or a textbook or a YouTube video for help. I'll be able to pull stuff straight from memory and from practice, and one day I know that'll happen. It's just, in the meantime, working towards getting there. It's a little frustrating watching all these people who are already there talk about their experiences, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to wait. So again, thank you for watching my video, and until next time, love and blessings. I understand how whiny and needy this kind of makes me sound, and I don't want to come off as that way. I'm just trying to be honest with myself, because if I don't bring these behaviors and these jealousies into light now, then I know that they're just going to get worse, and they're going to stop me from progressing and just getting over myself and really becoming a better person spiritually and emotionally and mentally and in every way possible. So this video isn't to make me sound like a whiny little brat. It's meant to help me catch myself before I fall down into a deeper hole, if you get what I mean.